Got a test paper. Only one of you have answered one. For what was the first question of test? Was the relation between radian and real number? Only you have answered correctly. How many times I mentioned that in class? 3 times, right? That's the thing. You guys don't listen to me in class. What's the relation between radian and the real number? What's the relation between radian measurement and real numbers? I've checked your paper. What's the yeah? Okay. What's the relation? Radians and real numbers. What is the relation? I checked only 2 or 3 papers, and I was so frustrated. I stopped checking all the things. It was like I'm not. What? You have copied like 3 or 4 problems. You just directly copied from your textbook. I can say. Okay. So I have written there. You have copied this. Dude. Believe me, I know who has copied, who will not copy. Okay. Don't do that. Don't write test online. Don't. See, these tests are for you to improve yourself. Okay, so that you can perform better in your school tests, which actually kind of matters a little bit. Marks. You all want good marks in your result, right? Report card. See, the thing is, that's why you should not miss a test here. So you will realize what mistakes, what problems, because 80% of the problems are from NCERT, right? If you have seen that, and even solved examples also, so that you would have solved the solved example and maybe you can solve it, but this guy just copied it. No one has drawn 10x. No one can draw 10x. Oh my god, how many times I have drawn 10x in class? You could have just copied, yeah, from the textbook. It's in the cover page. It's on the cover page. What happened? Why can't you guys draw 10x? No, yours are correct. Only one correct I can now what I say. Why you are showing it? I know how it is for me. I know it. Okay. You just directly bluntly just stop it. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll get some marks. That's not the way. Okay. What's the relation between real number and radian measurement? I have repeated that in class like 3 or 4 times. You have heard 3 times, but many times I have repeated in class. Everyone will be like sleeping, eyes open and sleep, right? That's what you guys do. What's the relation? See, there are 2. Actually, there are 3 types of measurement. 3 ways we can measure angle. 2 of them I have taught you, radians and degrees. That's what you need to understand first. The third one is different. Let's not discuss about that. That is, by the way, this is only for plane measurement, plane angles. Right now we are studying only plane trigonometry. We are not studying trigonometric in 3 dimensions. Right? There is only either x or y. You know what's the meaning of x? 2 dimension, 3 dimension, 1 dimension. Motion in 1 dimension, motion in straight line. You have studied that. Motion in 2 dimension, motion in 3 dimension. 3 dimension you might not have studied for now. Can you give me any example of 3D motion? How do you define a 2D motion? What is 2 dimension? What? What? Interesting. How? I cannot see through you. What's there inside? I cannot see that. Why you are saying these things? Okay, no. So kind of, I know you are trying to figure it out. That's good, but it's not correct. What is 2-dimensional motion? Okay. Yeah, correct, correct. Plane motion. Okay. Okay, okay. Let's check. Is it a 1D motion or a 2D motion? Huh? Is it a one-dimensional motion or a two-dimensional? I don't know. I'm just have. See, the thing is, you cannot say unless like which of this line is given. On what factors it depends. Like if I'm saying it's a function of x, y, z, it will be a three-dimensional. What you're seeing in your physics textbook, it's not completely correct, but for as of now, that's what we have to learn. The thing is, it has to be defined. This curve has to be defined. Without that, we cannot say whether it is for 1D, 2D, or 3D. It doesn't have to be a vector, but scalars can be three-dimensional, right? The motion of water, just imagine a particle in a river. What's its motion? 1D, 2D, or 3D? Just imagine a particle in there when river flows, there are a lot of millions, billions, trillions of droplets, right? Water drops. So just pick one, your favorite one. Is it in what dimension it will travel? 1D, 2D, or 3D? Just take a particle there. What is this motion? How you will define the motion of this particle? Or just take a air particle here in the stream. What's its motion? 1D, 2D, 3D? Huh? See, it can move in this direction. It can randomly go in that direction. It can go in this direction, right? So it's a three-dimensional motion. Okay. You will have you studied degree of freedom? No, not yet, right? Degree of freedom. Okay, anyway, we have to study mathematics. But the way you have copied, that is awesome. What? Thank you. You're saying thank you. Five. I was, when I was correcting your paper, I just tried to imagine what you would be doing at the time when you were writing. So that's why it was a little fun. But anyway, so we were studying complex number. Nobody did assignment, right? As usual, we did. Yesterday we talked. Right? You have already done that assignment. By the way, those assignments was for you, and you, and for everyone, but nobody has done. Have you done that assignment? Why? Don't say sir and ma'am. No if and but don't come and so we were studying complex number, right? Yeah. It's easy, right? But I haven't proved it. It's been so long that I've proved it. Okay, so what you have done, sign. That's a sign A plus B. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's thanks. I'll just take up. What I'll do, I'll upload the solution also today, and you have to not return test. No solution for you. Take the solutions for it, okay? If you want. Nah, for upcoming test. So complex number, yesterday we have the definition of imaginary number, right? What happened, right? So imaginary we represent it by I. And what's the value of I? 30. You have also copied now 1 or 2 problems? No? Plus or minus? No, it's just I. Just remember I is equal to square root of negative 1. That's how we are defining. This is, see, whenever let's say I square is equal to some value, let's say A. Okay. I square, or just forget about I square. Let's say some x square. Some x square is equal to A. Then x can be equal to plus or minus square root of A. Okay, understand the difference. If it's already given x is equal to square root of A, that doesn't mean it has to be plus or minus. Okay? It does not mean that. If x is equal to square root of A, that means x square is equal to A. That's it. If it is given x square is equal to A, then only x will be equal to, because you just try to find the solution, you will get these two solutions. For here, it's negative is not required at all. Okay. I think we have discussed this also in one class. I remember you guys were making a mistake. So, right, we have done this. Don't do that. All right. So there are some rules of now. See, this is just imaginary number, right? And imaginary number. What happened? You want 5 or 10 minutes of break? Is that what? All good. 5 minutes. Get up. Go take a walk and come back. It's fine. Meanwhile, I will continue the class. No, I'm not waiting for you. People are also online. So basically, there is no break. In one, I just sometimes I think you need break for 1 hour or 2 hours after the class. If it feels like straight 6 hours, what will happen? What's gonna happen? Huh? No. The thing is, you guys are too much into comfort zone. I know that's true. I know that's true. You don't have to. Okay. So this is just imaginary. So complex number, when we say complex number, that means it is composed of imaginary as well as real numbers. Okay. Nabil. So real numbers, we know we represent real numbers by R, right? By R. So when we write complex number, usually I'll be also using the same notation that is used in your book, but you can use anyway. It's totally up to you guys. Okay. So it's represented by Z is equal to X plus iota Y. That's how we represent a complex number where X and Y are here. When you will write. Understood? Just write it down. So this is how we represent a complex number. So in this chapter, when I'm writing Z, that means I think in your book it's written Z is equal to A plus iota B, right? It's the same. It doesn't matter. It just shows that A and B belongs to the real number. Usually we use X and Y as variables. That's why it may not have been written there. So you can use any, whatever you want, or whatever you want. Okay? That's how we are going to now. Since this is a new topic for all of us, what we are going to do? We are going to just see the addition and multiplication rule of this complex number. Okay, and after that, as we have already defined this iota, let's discuss few points about iota. So what will be the value of I square? Write it down, keep writing. If you know how to do it, so this will be equal to, right? Isn't it? So this is equal to what? -1, isn't it? That's what we know. Just because you know, we can say this thing, isn't it? Let's prove a theorem. What do you say? And you guys will do it. It's not a theorem, sorry. Give me this explanation. See, -1 is equal to iota into iota, right? That's what we have written just now. We wrote. This is not correct, but is equal to, and iota is what? Square root of -1, right? And so multiplied by square root of -1, right? And what is this equal to? So can we write this as square root of -1 into -1? So this will be equal to square root of 1, which is equal to 1. Prove that this is wrong. Prove that this is wrong. Right? Give it a shot. I think it's also there in Instagram. Might be there. Not sure. Just that means the statement is incorrect. This statement is incorrect because we have proved -1 is equal to 1. We have proved it, right? Seems correct, isn't it? It seems correct, but it's where, at what point it is wrong. Can anyone of you tell me? Yes? Okay, so we not take roots together. Like, see, we have if square root of 2. Okay, so that means this is what you're saying, no? Is equal to what? Square root of 4, which is also you can write, or you can also write this as 2 square, that is equal to 2. That's what I've done now. Why? Because why this is not correct? This is we used to write like this, right? If you have square root of 2 multiplied by square root of 2, we write like this, right? Square root of 2 into 2, that is equal to square root of either write 2 square or 4, and that is equal to 2, right? That's how we do it. Don't we do that? So what? Just so you can see that what you are trying to say, but what's the reason? What's the actual reason? Exact reason? Want to try? Just give it a shot. Try it. Think a little bit. Mathematics is all about thinking, not just solving, 1,000 problems. Huh? Square root of? Square root of? Square root of 1 negative? We already know this is incorrect. Okay, and you Shakti or Kushal Babu, you said, right, this statement is incorrect. That is actually this is incorrect. But why? Do we have any rule or set of rules, something? Yeah, you want to say something? Positive real numbers. Is that it? Yes, yes. That's the rule. Okay, write it down. Okay, that's what you are. You are also correct. That's fine. I'm not giving any special medal to her. Okay. Two negative symbols at the same time. That's what you're saying. She just said, right? What did she say? What did you say? See, okay. Fine. See, when you have this rule, when you are writing square root of a into square root of b, okay. So this you can take, if you directly multiply this and take it under one shade, only if that a is negative or b is negative or both are positive. Okay, that's the rule. A, B should be positive, either or. A is negative, B is positive, B is negative, A is positive. If both are negative, then it is not 2. Okay. That's the rule of arithmetic. Okay, so power of, let's calculate some powers of iota. Iota square, you already know what will be iota cube. Huh? Abhi, what will be iota cube? Find out iota cube. How do you like to teach? What nonsense you are right. Only you are the person who has written everything incorrect. So I, you can write this I into I into I, right? So this is I square into I can be right. So I square value we know is -1 into I. So this will be equal to negative. Those who have written this, few of you have written like this. That is also correct. That is not incorrect. So if you combine two, what you can write? Huh? -1. And what is this? This is I only. So again, you will get negative I. Find out I to the power 4. Yes. You want a method? Write down, write down. What? Oh, you have some. It's a straight, right? Minus I. So you are saying this I to the power 4. Do it in your notebook. Do I to the power of 5. Hmm? Just multiply as I into I into I. You know I is equal to square of what? 1. Everyone got 1? Shakti? You got it? Do it. See this you can write I square into I square. I square value is negative -1 into -1. What you will get? What you will get? 1 I to the power 5. See I cube into I square you can write. So I cube we know is negative I into I square is what? Huh? What will this be? I? You can do that. I to the power 4. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. I to the power 6. They are not even, they are just learning ABCD of complexity. Yeah. Sure. Show me. Are you sure? Naveen, what? How much you got? How much you got? See, I told you. You want to see how it is done. So this you can write I square into I square into I square, or you can write I cube into I cube. Both are correct. So how much is I square? Check your notebook. Have you written I square? Minus I. Minus I, right? Check your book. We'll just try to ignore this person. Don't know where you have written. Okay. Is there any repetition in pattern? Can you see any pattern? Just last one, find out this one. Write it. Okay. All do it. See, unless I, huh? Read. Oh, coffee. I thought. Okay, so this you can write I to the power of 6 into I, right? I to the power of 6 we just calculated -1 into I. So it will be negative I. Fine. Can you see the pattern there? Is there any pattern? Yes or no? What is the pattern? After after say you're correct. Power of 4. I'm not laughing back. Huh? Yes. Can you write it in summation form? In a form like this? Huh? Write it. Do it. Try everyone. Try it yourself. See, because I keep I'm saying can you write just in form of n, right? Remember that when 10x is equal to 0, so you got the value of x is equal to n pi. Remember? So like that in n pi form, general form. That's what I was saying. Done? Sorry? Still waiting. Okay. See, after every fourth power, it will just repeat itself. Now do it. Like how you will find I to the power of 2022? How you will find it? Huh? You'll just divide 2022 by 4, right? Don't you? You'll try to find the remainder. Huh. Just imagine how it is. Find out this value. See, just imagine if you have something iota to the power of n. Okay. But I don't know what's this value. I have to calculate. So suppose you have this iota to the power of n. Okay. How we are going to calculate its value? First, we will divide this n. We'll divide this n by 4. Why? After every 4, it will repeat its value, right? Fourth power. So n, if you divide it by 4, let's say q and sorry. Okay. What is q? Is the quotient. Okay. And let's say it has some 4q upon, and let's say the remainder is r. R is the remainder. So how we can write this? N is equal to 4q plus r. Can we write like this? So just see here, say this. If iota to the power of n, can we write n is equal to 4q? We are dividing it by 4. Why we are dividing it by 4? Every 4? What? How? So tell me, give me one example. Leave it. Naveen? See, whatever the value of I to the power of 0, what is the value of I to the power of 0? 1, right? What is the value of I to the power of 4? 1. After every 4th power, it will repeat its value. That's why we are dividing it by 4. Okay. So n we can write in this form. Just so you already have studied now. This is fine. So let's write I to the power of 4q plus r. Now it totally depends what value of r you are getting, because I to this you can write I to the power of 4q and multiplied by I to the power of 4 I to the power of r. That's how we write it, isn't it? Yes or no? It is fine, right? I don't think there is a problem. Now this is always going to be 1 into I to the power of r. So it totally depends what is the remainder. The remainder will decide what the value of this function is. What is going to be the value of this imaginary number. You just copy, just understand now. First we can copy it. So now r, if suppose r is equal to 1. If r is equal to 1, what is the value of this I to the power of n? If r is equal to 1, it will be iota. It will be iota only, right? You understood or no? No? Okay, one more time I'll repeat it. So, who will say that? I haven't understood. Can you understand this? Yes or no? You know, I told you guys to go and learn multiplication. Remember that? You don't remember? I have asked people to go and learn, go to 6th standard and learn mathematics there, right? Just see why I said that. Suppose you have 4 and you're dividing 17. Okay, you're dividing 17. Look here, not me. How many times you will how you will divide it? 4 times. So your quotient is 4, right? How much this will be? 16. What will be the remainder? 1. Right? You know this. Very good. That means that's what I'm talking about. This 4 is q where and r. When it's a variable, we don't what. So we don't know. So can we write this 17 is equal to 4 into 4 plus 1? Can we write like this? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Once I not to understand. Okay. Understood? You want this example every time? Okay. So it totally depends on the value of R. Now solve this problem. You will get only one answer for sure. What's your answer? -1. Yours? Obviously both. I have to ask only one of you. Do it. Do this problem. You have understood this? What is? Don't become super vocal. Suppose you have already solved this. Solve this one. Okay. Solve this one. Iota to the power of -999. Solve this. You have got 0. I know you have got 0. I have given you marks. No, you have got 0. It's good that you already know this. You thought you will copy and I'll give you just give you marks. I can give you marks for that if you can explain. You'll get like 12 or 15 marks you can get if you can explain me how you can solve it. Can you do that? What you can do? Yes. Also, that. Tomorrow, if you can explain me, you want to see a notebook? See, that's your notebook. That's not yours. I think this is yours, right? You have copied this problem. You have copied this. This is not basic exam. I just take you if you write the question, I will give you 1 mark. Don't do that. If you don't know, simply don't write. Don't waste my time. What is 1 by? You don't know what is 1 by writing? Do this problem. Aman, sorry. Okay. Let's solve it. Let's solve it. This one, how many of you have got the answer? Shakti, you got it. This one. Second one, how much you got? -1. Oh, sorry. First one. See how both of you have you got this answer? This first one. Do this. Can you not divide it by 4? Divide it by 4. I just explained this, right? She's getting frustrated. She'll be like, okay, I'm sorry. Did you solve this? Biology? +1. I don't know the answer. I exactly don't. Let me just see. This is the. Don't make me do these problems, guys. Can you not divide 2022 by 4? How can you get reminder? Reminder, you are getting 2, right? Just write in this. Just write in this form. Write in this form. This is how much? 2022. Right? That will be equal to 4 times of something. So can you write 2022? That will be equal to 4 times of how much? 505 plus plus what? So this is iota raised to the power of this raised to the iota. So this is that. So what will this become? Iota to the power of 505 into 4 plus multiplied by iota square. So iota square we already know is how much? -1, right? And this is going to be 1. That's what I said. Now it depends upon the value of r. Now did you understand? Yes or no? Solve this one again. You solve this one, both of you. Iota to the power of 22. Okay, let's see the second one. How you solve it? How you solve it? 1 up by same. Oh, and I know I need to ask only one of you. Done. Very good. Do that one. Biology. Vishal, how you did it? This one, second one. 1 upon. Okay, you keep saying everyone. 1 upon. Now. That means again you will divide this, right? Okay. 4. Can you do the division, sir? Okay, do it. Just 1 minute. Not more than, please don't do that. Otherwise she will just jump from her seat. That's what I can feel right now. She will be like, invisible dragon. I'm just going to burn you. If you can understand 2, okay, 2, 8. Let's do it. Let's do it. 1, 9, 4, right? Hey, why you're doing that? Okay, sorry, 2 now. Is it 2? Is it 2? You will divide this? Dude, done. No, okay, do it. See, there is nothing to be ashamed of. If you don't know it, correct it now itself. That's better. It's fine. And don't laugh. Ellen, don't do that. See, the thing is, anybody can make this. It will depend upon the status. I can make mistake a lot. I do make a lot of mistakes, a lot of times. Why you are sad? Huh? What happened? You're like John Nash going inside. You know John Nash? Mathematician, economist, equilibrium theory, John Nash equilibrium. Have you heard of that? No? 2, 4? Okay, I don't know that. 2, 4, 8, 1, 8. Wow. Okay, let's do it. Don't laugh, I'm telling you. Yeah. I'll let her laugh. Really. Okay, 16. Okay, so this is your 9, so 16. Fine. What's the remainder here? Remainder is how much? 3. Are you sure? Okay. 3. Again, 9. Pakka? And how many times? 8. What? 9? Huh? 9. 3. Right? Is that correct? So that's how we should divide. Okay. So don't. How you can write it? So this is going to be 1 multiplied by iota cube. How much is iota cube? How much is iota cube? Huh? Minus I. That means this is equal to 1 upon minus I, or can we write like this? Now, we haven't studied division of these type of numbers. See, whenever you have iota in the denominator, what we are going to do, we are going to rationalize it. Okay? How we can do that? So you just rationalize this. How do you? Yeah. So you multiply it by I. Can we do that? So what this will be? This is negative iota in the numerator, and in the denominator, what will have? Iota square. So what will this be? What will this be? Huh? Iota square is how much? So what will this become? It will be. It will be I. So correct. Nice. Good job. Okay. Last. Minus square root of minus 1 to the power of 4n plus 3, where n belongs to natural number. That's what the meaning is. That's what we have been learning for now. And we have tried to find it in terms of R, Q and R. So that's what we said. So just imagine this n as R, that Q. Q actually. Let's find out. Wait, find out what? You find out the value of this expression. Jeffrey, do it. Minus. I don't know. I have to solve it. Show me. Got it? Let's see. So this is your negative iota to the power of 4n plus 3. Now can we write this as negative iota to the power of 4n multiplied by negative iota cube, and that this was the step that was missing. Now this is going to be positive, right? While this is also equal to, yes, iota to the power of 4n, because anything if its power is even, so it is always positive, right? Any number you take, any real number, if its power is positive, or sorry, its power is even, then it is always what? Positive. Like if you take minus 1.73, if you square it, how much you'll get? You'll get 3, right? So that's why. So this into how much you'll get here? So this anyway is going to be 1. We have already understood this thing, because n is a rational number, not even a fraction or anything, nothing like that. So this will be how much? Minus iota into minus iota into minus iota. How much is this going to be? Iota square into. What will this be, Naveen? Is this correct or not? Is this correct or not? This one. So can we multiply these two? What will this become? Iota square, this will be, right? Iota square. Iota square is how much? Minus 1. Minus 1 into minus iota is how much? Iota. So if we combine these two, it will be iota square into negative iota. See, always have a habit of writing. Don't write two operators together. Just put a bracket. I know most of, and Hari, I would just want to scold that guy. Where is he? Where is Hari? Are you there online?
Sir, yes, sir.
Hari Raghav, I'm talking about you. Miss, how you have, and Shakti, you have also done that same mistake. Once I'll give you the paper, then you will see. Don't do that type of mistakes. Wow. You don't know how to multiply a trigonometric function. That is, I mean, how can you multiply this? Tan A into tan B is equal to tan AB. How many times I have told this in class? This is not true. Raghav, Hari Raghav, you have done that, and you know where. You already know where. You have tried to prove something the way it's completely. Oh my God! So this is going to be how much? Minus. If this is minus 1, right? Minus 1 into minus I is how much? Iota. Okay. Naveen, sit here. Don't talk in class. Okay. So now let's see some of the rules of addition and multiplication, rules of what? Complex numbers. So what is a complex number? Let's have a revision. What's a complex number? Imaginary part and real. That means composition of imaginary number and a real number. Okay. So complex number. Z is the complex number. A plus iota B. So this is your real number, and this is your imaginary number, right? Biology. What? B is also a real number? Yes, P is also a real number. This together is a imaginary number. Okay, together it will form imaginary number. If B is a real number, see in the beginning itself, yeah, I have written this here. The X and Y belongs to real number, right? That means A and B belongs to real number. See, A and B are real. That's how iota. then only it will become imaginary. Okay, or as Gauss used to say, lateral number. So addition, it follows that same rule of addition as the general arithmetic that we follow. That means if you add two real numbers, let's say Z1 and Z2, you can directly just add two real numbers. So if it's A plus iota B and this is C plus iota D, that means how you can add, you will add real part with real part and imaginary part with imaginary part. So this will become A plus C, because these are the real part, and the imaginary part you will add to it, B plus D. Okay, so this is your Z1 plus, if suppose let's say Z is equal to this, so Z will be equal to this. So this is again real, and this is also real, but this complete is imaginary. Okay, got it? Yes or no? In school, everything is finished. Complex number is finished. That means you should be knowing the division of complex number, right? How you should. What's the meaning of Z is equal to X plus? Huh? What? What integral? What? What? That's what you learned in your school. Don't do that. See, what's the meaning of this? How do you represent this complex number on a graph sheet? This, as of now, we know there is x-axis and y-axis, right? But where is this imaginary axis? So when this can be represented like, so if this is x and this is y, okay. So how we are? So this is written as iota y, okay, for imaginary plane. So this is called complex plane. So this is called. Till now you have learned about real planes, right? This is your complex plane. Write down complex plane, and we'll see about that on. Yeah, you can write that. That's fine. If that means it is, if this side is x, this side is negative x, this side is, so this will be negative of iota y. Like that. So you don't need to write everything. Okay. So that means when you are writing a complex number z is equal to x plus iota y. So or let's write a plus iota b. A plus iota b. How it is represented on this plane? Let's see that. Okay. So that means this is your x value. So you will go a units in x and b units in y. Okay, somewhere here. So this is the point. Okay, that that has been discussed. So z is equal to x plus iota y represent a point in a complex plane. Write down. This is z. Okay, it represents a point in a complex plane. So this length is a, and this length is b. Okay, that's how we represent. See, all vectors, rotations, everything. Whenever you are studying vector, that means rotation. In next next class means next standard, 12th standard, you'll be studying matrices. Okay, matrices and determinants. So mainly matrices. So that if you have taken computer science, so you must be aware about matrices right now, right? Or no? No. See, matrix. Matrix is the theory that is used in every electronic device. Okay. How the numbers are arranged, that is called matrix. It's so how numbers are arranged. No, it's not. It's a system of numbers. Like we have a number system, real number system, right? So like that, we have a binary. We have other type of number system. What? So we don't want to discuss. I don't know that much. So so matrices, in matrices, these are just collection of numbers, like all the points here, right? It can be represented how? If it's a real plane, you can just write r square. right? Remember that R square. What is R square? Cartesian product. They are right. You know what a Cartesian product? You were not there in class, I suppose, but you know this. It's a Cartesian pair, right? Ordered pair of Cartesian product. That's what we say. A and B. Here also it is a ordered pair. When we are writing A and B, that means these are ordered pair. Okay. So, but it's in a complex thing. That's the only difference. Right now, how do we represent point in a real plane? We write A comma B, right? That's how we write in real plane. But here we write A plus iota B. Okay. All right. So moving ahead. Now, what about multiplication? Multiplication rule. Addition, that's it follows saying if Z1 plus Z2 can be written as Z2 plus Z1. I don't think it's necessary to write down here. Let's write some multiplication rules. See, because multiplication and division is always complicated. You know, you have to divide it by 4. You have to calculate the remainders. So that is really difficult. So if you multiply two complex numbers, Z1, Z2, you can write it as Z2 into Z1. See, it may seem like, okay, what stupid it is that, because A into B is equal to B into A, but you will, as you progress in mathematics, you will see there are numbers which we cannot use in same order, like matrices. You cannot write matrix A into matrix B is not equal to matrix B into A. Okay. So you will understand what was the meaning of it. Maybe I hope that somebody teaches you who can teach you the physical meaning of matrix. Most probably it's not going to be me. Okay, so associative law means again, it's like if you multiply Z1, Z2 with Z3, then you can change the you can write that as this. You can multiply any two in the order. Okay, the same order. Matrix multiplication also follow that scheme. It's like if you multiply matrix A into B into B plus C, then you have to follow the same order. Like if Z1 plus Z2 and you multiply it by Z3, how you can write it? Z1 Z3 plus Z2 Z3. Okay, it's fine. That means you can also change the order. It doesn't Z3 Z1 plus Z3 Z2. Here it will follow that same arithmetic multiplication. So these are the rule, and so this is all about multiplication. Okay, and the inverse and all we will talk about it. It's there in your book, but I don't think it is necessary as of now. You should be calculating by yourself. Okay, suppose Z is, this is a problem. Z is equal to A plus iota B. Okay, find Z inverse. Already missing. Do it. Why? What happened? Too much pressure. Complex number really just keep this complex. If this will at least put a bullet point or something like this or something, because it's not the continuation of that same equation. Don't do that. That is common in there. How much you got? Who solved it? Always, whenever you are writing complex numbers, separate the real part and the imaginary part. Write it separately. You'll wait till I solve. I just, what is Z to the power of minus 2? Huh? But right now, 1 by 7. What is Z is equal to? Please don't make me do these things. Done. Bye. Show me. What happened? See, Z inverse is equal to 1 upon z. Just substitute is a plus iota b. Now what did I say? Whenever iota is in the denominator, you have to rationalize, right? How do you rationalize? A minus iota. You just multiply it by its conjugate. You know the meaning of conjugate, right? So this will be a minus iota b upon, this will be your a square minus iota b whole square. So this will be a minus iota b upon a square minus iota square b square. I'm writing all steps, so don't complain anyone. A minus iota b upon a square, and how much is iota square? Minus 1. So this can I write plus b square, because this is minus 1. So minus 1 into minus 1 will be how much? 1. Positive it will be. Anybody is having confusion here? Kushal, you understood this? You got it? Yes or no? So now just separate these two. So 1 upon z will be equal to a plus a upon a square plus b square. So this is your real part minus, or you can write plus b upon negative b upon a square plus b square into iota. Okay. So this is your imaginary part and this is your real part. If a and b are real, of course. So we'll end class here. And, next we'll continue next. Okay. Thank you. If you have doubt, let me. It was a very easy test. And do one thing, you have not taken test, right? Have you got test paper?
Thank you, sir.
You have test paper. Those who are not, you can just try to, and all of you try to solve it. Try to solve the test paper in your home. Okay.